So in the absence of Neymar.
Halo, balas ini. Mau isenglah. Itu balas untuk. Ayo dia sini ini betul di malam nak dia.
Hey guys, so this is the sound of football. So this. So
작작 됐었나? 제대로 잘못도 나고.
शादी को लेकर नहीं जा रहा है हमको हमको ये
तो दिया
ना मुझे राम का किसी को
दोनों लेंगे सस्ता मोड़ के साथ
आगे लगा रहे हैं
itu udah di saya sakit nih nanti satu ke sini putus distraction dia tuh buat itu kan
lagi lebih dimensi bahasa itu sih masalahnya
bisa sih
kunci juga jadi pertama tuh bisa saya kayak gitu dulu sih kayak gitu dulu sih
अचानक थैंक यू कर सकते हैं ना तो भी कितने
दवाई स्टीम बंद कर देना
बंद कुछ हुए
पूरा नहीं मिलता तुम सोलह में दे रहे थे
अगर तो ये दिन सब दिन मिलेगा सब दिन
ठीक है
सब दिन सब दिन आइए
किसका मतलब रखने दिया मतलब अपना कोई नहीं है तो कब तक नहीं तो तो रोज आ रहा है
agak maju lagi ini cuma ada diskusi dari dulu
sebenarnya guru betul itu pakai itu
keluar kabar kan sama ini ini karena kan ini itu
itu satu itu pasti
pasti itu kan lebih penting sakti bisa sakti masih sebelum kita selesai
rasanya gusto ko na ini kan aku pun saya football tuh juga kan football juga bisa ada mana dia ada sama dia sampai ini kalau dia di tempat dia satu kali sampai
Resting kita. Ada berapa ya bang? Nomor berapa ya? Nama lagi. Pokoknya polis temporary apa ya itu polis.
The pot of gold at the end of it is the Brazilian, who's got all day to pick his spot. He goes for the far corner instead of the near one, instead of the far one, going across Courtois. And I can't figure that one out, especially with Courtois covering that near post. That's a big miss. Not an easy header, Phil, but I thought he went for the wrong angle.
Good pass by Dest, good cross by Fati, but unrewarded at the end. By the way,
Great movement, great movement from Messi again. He's the man who always is igniting the blue touch paper. Wonderful from Fati.
By the way, possession in the second half, Ray, flipping from 45% to 71%. Barcelona apparently getting a message. The break.
Yeah.
What I wanted to talk about. I don't think anyone is going to say that Serginho Dest is now on the caliber level of a Christian Pulisic or a Weston McKennie or even a Tyler Adams.
Why?
But he's playing for Barcelona in one of the biggest matches on earth and holding his own.
Hold on a second. Why wouldn't people say that?
He hasn't proved it consistently yet.
And you think those other players absolutely have? Because they're pretty inconsistent when I've seen them play as well, Phil.
Let's just say it's a good problem for Greg Berhalter.
Sure.
How do you squeeze all the kids in?
All comes together. But the young players, that's where the inconsistency comes from. They will start to learn their profession better, stitch their game after game. But a lot of it has been on goal with some of those players. Dest, I think, has been a very consistent type of player. And of course, a defensive player, a lot more situations where he can work on it. And under Coleman, he's got, as I said, world-class defender in his playing days, so he'll really benefit from that.
Well, he wanted him for the Dutch national team, only to lose him to the Americans, and now he does have him for Barcelona. Ball lifted back by Pedri to Busquets. Right, if there is a change for Barcelona,
From 408,000 subscribers. Let's find out now.
come first.
I think, like Jamie said, the white men would be the ones to bring in.
Right, there are
against
about
this
150 subscribers.
Setup, and you would think it'd be Dembele coming in after his performance. At least his confidence should be up after the Champions League against Ferencváros. He nailed a couple onto his mast. Here's another look at this.
Para poner en aprietos esos tres. Yo creo que necesitan tanto
Kind
tantos
of
como estos.
overstated. And this finish again is sharp as vinegar. The ball into him is theodolite measured by Jordi Alba, but the ball from Messi, people will look at it and say it's just a little ball over the top. It's the weight of the pass. Exquisite.
Threads it.
Ball, nicely.
Now a chance for Benzema, but as he waits for it, he launches it high.
Goes for the ultra spectacular here, and that's brave of him to do it. Beautiful ball from Vinny, and another sweet pass to feint Vinny by Real Madrid. Big disappointed with the Frenchman there. That was really woeful. He had the time and space to set himself up for that curler head he wanted, but he felt as if for the area where the spiders live, in the corner of that goal post, but no, way off.
Okay, thought about it. Fati wanted it. Instead, they'll play the scenic route through Pedri. Trying the switch. Asensio read it. Coutinho grabs his pass, though, and wide for Alba. Alba just coming back from injury. There were questions would test it. He's been active, and that's allowed Dest into his more comfortable right back spot. Ramos. Ball through. Dest had his hands out, and he'll be whistled for the foul. Trying to get it away, but nowadays. Temperature in the low 70s in Barcelona. The sun is out. Bit of a breeze, but a glorious day. Beautiful fall day in Spain. Will either of these giants fall? Neto still in for the recovering Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Ball launched to the 6, carries through everyone. Ramos thinks he was impeded. The referee disagrees, but the video review is going to take a look. Ramos and Longley getting tangled. Little bit of a tug. Ooh, on that angle. Although Ramos brought his fork and knife.
But shirt pulling going on there away from Sergio Ramos as well.
It looked like Varane was being held a bit as well. Now again, I think one of the reasons he fell away was to accentuate it.
Yeah, if he doesn't do that, he may hit him.
ভিডিওটা কথা বলছে না, এটা ভালো করে জানবো না, কারণ এখন ভিডিওটা এটাকে এখন মেনুতে নিয়ে রাখতে হবে, ওসব খবর বলবো।
Players in the tunnel of the as the players think about what's coming up for this most unusual time today, and going into this game each sub-week leads the white
Trying to have a peek. Jorge Diaz blocking his view. Moment pacing nervously while Juan Martinez Monuero, who has
the ball come back and he's trying to get back to the ball, and the shirt pull is certainly impeding the player.
Here's the call. The referee throwing a yellow to Longley. The video review says penalty for Real Madrid.
Depends when a player is going towards the ball and a shirt pull in. But this one, Ramos tries to go away from the player, and Longley is pulling on the shirt, and it upsteps the best penalty kick taker in the world, in my opinion, and certainly was impeded. You can see it wasn't
by the way, if that was a yellow to Longley, he already had one. Maybe it was someone for mouthing off, because Longley is still out there. We'll have to see who got that yellow, but it's Ramos to the spot.
Wasn't the Longley.
He got one penalty chance earlier this year and converted. He's looking for his second, and he sneaks it under the arms of Neto, and Real Madrid's in front.
Yeah, comes in, the Barbarossa, the red beard strikes, and Real Madrid on the half of that debatable penalty kick, and we think probably gets the right call. If it happens at the other end, I think it would have been given as well for Barcelona. No favouritism here, but again, the coolness and shrewdness and accuracy. It's a good attempt by Neto to get to the side of it. He's very close, but the power is perfect. The placement is dead right. And the beard rose.
As you said, Ray, almost automatic. Sergio Ramos. He was 6 for 6 last year from the spot. 5 for 5 the year before. And in fact, in his entire career, just 1 penalty miss in 21 tries. And think of penalties he would have had if they didn't have a certain Cristiano Ronaldo taking all of those penalties over the years. Yellow was to Alba, by the way. So Barcelona playing catch-up again. Gross from the corner, 6th of the match and 0 for Barcelona. Roberto Griezmann on the sideline, loosening up. Ball launched towards Casemiro. Vinicius plucks it down and back for Mendy. Nearing the midway point of the second half. Duran gets ahead to it. Ramos on the other end. Real Madrid have struggled in the first meeting. Have not won the opening Clásico of a year since 2014. Haven't won one in Barcelona since 2007 when the beast, Julio Batista, scored the only goal of the match. So going back a decade and a half practically. Kroos fortunate to whiff.
Given the credit there earlier, well, not credit, but the suspicion of Ronald Koeman being that world-class defender that he was and how much he's going to influence his Barcelona defence. I tell you, Phil, that is rudimentary. These things should be getting through with teams that has had question marks against them, not just this season, but the type of coach that they have in place now should really be a lot more, well, you would think, have an impression on those types of defensive setups. Longley absolutely victimised for that. I'm not so sure. His marking was good on Ramos. And Ramos, I don't think, would have caused too much of a problem had that ball, had he not been impeded by the shirt pull.
Vasquez strips Messi again. Well, Messi, the all-time leading scorer in this competition, but it would be also important to note 5 matches without a goal. Against Real Madrid, and that's stretching towards 6. Nice ball. What could De Jong do with it? Monti was busy getting back onside. Pressure from De Jong forces the clearance. It'll be a throw in for Barca. At what point do you make the switch? Again, 5 substitutions this year, so you have a little bit more of a luxury.
Well, if he wasn't thinking about it at half-time after a couple of quiet performances in a couple of the Barcelona shirts, he's got to be thinking about it now.
For Coutinho, tries to wrong foot Varane, blocks it wide. Well, that loss against Cadiz. Zidane, who tends to be a little slow making switches, made 4 at the break. This time around, the only change was due to injury.
Yeah, 3-0. You would think that would be pretty obvious, and he didn't hesitate.
Valverde, the player who was down. Not sure if he got knocked in the gut, but Luka Modric up off the bench. Kind of nice to have a one-time FIFA best player. Kissing the family.
Player, wonderful game. Led the Renaissance in the comeback for Real Madrid in the last game, although it was too little, too late. Luka scored a fabulous goal against Shakhtar Donetsk. Played a lot of football, still got so much to offer. Tough nut to crack.
Messi waiting, first corner of the match for Barcelona. Looks long. Ramos gives him a second chance. Valverde limping towards the sideline. Looks like his day might be done. Looks like he might have been knocked for a loop. Modric coming in. Saw a moment ago him kissing his shin pads. Great stories there. He has a picture of his family on it. Get more into his background in a moment as Messi sends it high. Ramos tries to get there, bangs into Varane. Vinicius tries to clear. One back, Busquets. Pedri in. Fati sees the bounce, but so does Ramos to clear.
Nice play by Pedri. Great run. Excellent defending.
Messi goes short this time. Coutinho for Alba. Messi shows. Alba runs, gets it back around Asensio, across the 6, loose. Coutinho can't get the first shot. Second shot looks like it's off the arm, which was away from the body. VAR will take a look, but the referee says no.
Not sure if the referee had a good clear look at that, but
Messi
VAR will.
On the turn, and Casemiro with the bump. And now they'll take a look.
Lifetime, this one looked pretty obvious. Let's take a look.
Lifted up into Varane's arm.
Yeah, Varane's got it tucked on the inside a little bit. When it comes back to Sergio Ramos, clearance, it strikes his arm.
Again, any handball by an attacking player is ruled to be a handball regardless of intent.
Right.
Defender's a little more luxury if it's tight to the body.
Than it was.
Dest stripped, but then gets it back and then gives it back. 20 minutes remain. Mendy deflected throw in Real Madrid. Moment still keeping the jokers in his hand. Talked about Luka Modric coming up. People think of him now as being a class player, which he is. Ball across from De Jong. Skips away from Coutinho, who gets there first. Remember when he was growing up in the midst of the Balkan War, and on his first footballing team, his family was so poor they couldn't afford the jerseys, so the coach gave it to him. Couldn't afford shin pads. His coach made him pads out of wood just to get him on the field. And then you watch what he has turned into. It's amazing what this sport can do. Busquets almost sneaks it in, but Vasquez ready again. Casemiro. Kroos at the wheel. Vinicius wide. 5 players forward for Real. Outside of the boot. Gets it past Dest, but not Piqué. Barca chasing the game. Only took them 3 minutes to equalize the first time around. I guess in some ways Coleman thinking this team is actually playing rather well. Doesn't want to make the changes yet.
Sure, Phil. A couple of players in a couple of situations and bring a little bit more of a spark to this Barcelona side.
Nice by Longley, better by Kroos.
They're going to need it because Real Madrid are starting to really come out of the long grass of confidence, buoyed by the captain's go-ahead goal.
Remember, Barcelona doesn't have a lot of time off. Next week, swept away again by Dest as he takes off. Off to Turin to face Juventus. Stay on the road against Alaves and then back to Champions League against Dinamo Kiev.
Oh. Good attempt by Busquets to find Messi, but well overhit this time.
Real Madrid taking on Gladbach in Champions League play and Inter Milan after that with Huesca in between. And then a trip to Valencia. So things coming hot and heavy for both of these teams in this compressed start of the season. Messi. Alba. Frankie. Coutinho. Not quite Maginot line, but Real Madrid content to absorb at the moment. Pedri spots a gap. Throws quickly over. Canary Islander again into the middle. Young. Alba and Asensio down to block. And it looks like it's off of Alba, so they'll get a goal kick.
Well covered again by his team, and he likes that. Well organised centrally, and only challenge to that central attack would be the situation where Ansu Fati is making those wonderful runs, quick trigger runs, but so far Barcelona not able to find him. There hasn't been anybody else on that Barcelona attack that's been able to penetrate anywhere close to the space behind Real Madrid. There hasn't been that much of it. By the way, this is screaming for Dembele in this game for Barcelona for me.
After his first couple of games, I might disagree, but he's coming off of some pretty good performances.
But either way, what's the other option? I'm not so sure that they have too many. I don't think that's the type of player that's needed here, Phil. I mean, the kids have done all right here today, but certainly Dest hasn't done anything wrong.
Notice neither of us are mentioning Antoine Griezmann. At least not off the bat.
Yeah, I think you'll see him as well before the game's done. And Busquets his best turn.
Coutinho danced to the inside, draws contact with Varane. They'll bring it back to an earlier challenge. By the way, I mentioned Juan Martinez Monweta, his first Clásico, but Barcelona was not that happy when he was named to referee this, because the 38-year-old getting on their bad side with some VAR decisions as well, against Atletico Madrid in particular, and then one where he allowed a goal by Karim Benzema to stand against La Real. An earlier bit of conflict against Athletic Bilbao in the Copa del Rey, so the VAR penalty, ball inside, slapped away by Courtois and cleared by Varane. Just one more straw on the camel's back for Barcelona.
I honestly believe if that had happened in the other penalty box, Phil, it would have been called a penalty.
Let's see if Messi can make that happen. Dembele and Griezmann heading towards midfield, by the way. Ball in, Ramos blocks, Alba over. So it looks like Koeman ready to pull out a wild card. Alba trying to get tricky. Pressure by Asensio. Ball out from Vinicius, off target though, and Barca dodges a bullet. 5th minute, Valverde on the beautiful ball from Benzema. Fati capitalizing from Jordi Alba. And then Ramos held. Ramos converts. 2-1 Real Madrid with less than a quarter hour to go. Coutinho, quick feet. They are putting the numbers on the board. If it is Dembele, if it is Griezmann, who comes out? Busquets tries to stop. Asensio splits the gap. Busquets long legs, poking free.
Busquets covering from Frankie de Jong there.
Is Real Madrid dropping back a little too much, Ray?
I'm not so sure, Phil. Barcelona, Real Madrid looking at it comfortably, though. It's Fati that they've got to return. That's why they've got to bring in Dembele and
Messi
and Griezmann.
Gets it back off the clearance, and Modric defensively just gets a touch. Nice by Kroos. Here's Vinicius with a gap.
Here's the pace of Real Madrid, but a bad ball.
Each team swinging haymakers, but neither able to land. Back for Messi on his right foot, though. Busquets bundled over by Vinny. It'll be a free kick just outside the area, set up for the left-footed Messi. "26 goals all time, 18 in league play against Real Madrid."
He's got to absolutely pick out his biggest rabbit out of his magical hat over this distance to beat this goalkeeper. The power and placement is going to be off the charts, even by Messi's standards. But Pedri, more or less, say the same type of thing, but such a young player, and he's not been playing bad.
Alba finds a gap, scrambling back Asensio defensively, and he gets a heel. Many of his passes, one touch. Messi trying to thread the needle to Fati, but well covered. Messi his 44th Clasico. To bring it down, destined to stop it not once but twice.
Strong with his first tackle here, Serginho Dest. Wonderful run there by Asensio. Finally, he takes flight, and a wonderful run that creates all sorts of havoc. But Serginho stands up well and strong. Doesn't dive in either. He really pause until the right moment against Casemiro. It made a wonderful supportive run and lovely touch on the ball. But Dest, as you said, Phil, the second bait as well was a good, strong tackle. But that first one for me was the one that, well, took the goal away from Real Madrid.
4-2-3-1. Again, Fati camped out in the middle, reaching out to make the tackle. Nacho, and down goes Coutinho. Yellow card against Fernandez, the homegrown player, the only player out of La Fábrica for Real Madrid. 5 from La Masia for Barcelona.
Well, that's a certain yellow card. Can't run without his legs. Here's the Dest tackle. There's the strength, standing up and not going down and dirty, timing it. It's choreographed tackle, this one, and that is a bull coming in. That tackle, dehorn a caribou.
That's why you don't see any caribou in Madrid. Messi draws Vinicius, dishes for Alba, the return. Asensio building a wall in between, and the referee says fair play.
Ball seemed to be a good distance away from both players there when the two of them came together.
Very hard to believe we're already 7 minutes from regulation halftime. Is it what you expected?
Yeah, I've predicted a 2-2 scoreline here today. We'll see how that turns out, but I thought there'd be goals. There's been plenty of chances. Benzema's chance set up from Toni Kroos. That's the one he's going to be thinking about when he puts his head on his pillar. Well played.
Vinicius driving in, Pedri dropping back. Real Madrid's turn to hang it around a bit. For Mendy, the left back pushing up. Valverde to Vinicius. Dest gets there in front of him and shepherds it across the goal line. That draws a round of applause.
It's not just the strength, it's the quickness of his feet to cover that area behind. And that area is a very, very big vulnerable point. And Vinny takes advantage of it, but Dest reads him beautifully like a riverboat gambler. Knows where he's going, turns, gets there ahead of Vinicius, and that is impressive defending.
5 shots apiece, 10 shots total, 7 on goal. So maybe not a ton of shots, but they have been effective. And Real Madrid, actually, with winning the possession war, 54% to 46. Is that a change in the Koeman style for Barcelona, or is it Real Madrid on the front foot? Gross delivers. Langley rejects. Monti against Valverde, reaching out. Pedri, but he can't bring it down. Messi tracking back. Messi against Vinicius. Got the ball, said the referee, Martinez Munuera.
Not so sure about that one. That looked like a push in Vinicius' back from Leo. But referee again, man, is right on top of these plays.
Maybe a veteran's call?
I don't know. I thought it was pretty lifetime. It looked as if he came in from behind and pushed through the back of Vinicius Jr.
Nice by Fati to come back. Of course, referee Martinez Munuera, part of a footballing family. Oh, nice by Alba in the middle. It's Fati again, but he couldn't get much on the cross.
Beautiful touch pass here from Coutinho, but a better run. Absolute. This is vintage Jordi Alba here today. Absolutely having a sparkler of a game.
It's his first Clásico, Martinez Munuera, but his dad was a referee. His brother also in the business. In fact, he's over on that far side in yellow, Miguel Martinez Munuera. Both of them FIFA officials. Here comes Asensio. Nice dish for Nacho. Blocked away and coming away with the De Jong.
Beautiful turn here. That's exceptional football from the Dutchman in a tight position, but bad giveaway by Buzi.
Back from close. Benzema drops. You see Vinicius, like Fati has been, camped out in the middle. Asensio joining him now. Not a lot of height. They're trying to force it in on the ground. Nice ball, Mendy. Kroos dances around the challenge. Poked away. Last moment, Langley.
It's some real good last-ditch interventions, Langley.
Little pirouette by Asensio. Look at that, 58% possession. Real Madrid. It's all level where it counts. Asensio getting more involved as the half progresses.
What is that? He hit that dead ball line there. Asensio.
Reneto, 42nd minute.
Here's another look, and that for me is a foul. I said it in live time. Wonderful play from Asensio again. Abracadabra. It's not on his...
Already a substitution first half, which makes you think injury, maybe tactics, but that tends to wait for the halftime. Was it Nacho that would come out? It is, so this could be, and it does look the shin pad off, and he's limping on the sideline. Nacho, who's avoided serious injury for the most part in his career, looks to be leaving with a niggling one. Foul as Coutinho goes down. Now, Lucas Vázquez has deputized at right back, Ray, but he's normally a winger, so in some ways this could give Real Madrid a bit more teeth on the right side.
Should be. It's certainly going to be attacked. He's a good player, and he's always been trusted by Zidane. They haven't got many options, and this is a situation that will certainly invite Ronald Koeman to take advantage on that left side. Jordi Alba is already having a tremendous game, and now he's got a very, I wouldn't say inexperienced, but a very vulnerable defender, let's just say, in Lucas Vázquez, where he can be attacked. It's not his game, Phil, but he'll do a fill-in job, which he's done for many years for the Royal Whites. But Barcelona know they can go out that side.
I think it has been tremendous.
Then him now,
Real Madrid,
Arguably the
from his
fourth
career
choice
so far,
right
but
back for Real Madrid.
right?
In good position. Leaving it for Ramos. The ex-Sevillano out wide for Asensio, who gets bundled off the ball. Heading to the 45th minute. Is there a goal before the break?
Brazilian showing his fangs here. Gets enough of it himself. And the strength of Asensio standing up in that sort of tackle.
Up steps De Jong. Messi holds.
Defensive team here. This quite an attack. Picked out in the shape of Suarez, of course.
A lot of stoppages, so be surprised if there's more than a minute or two of time added. Maybe one last chance for Barcelona here in the first half. Of course, with his time in the national team under Koeman, quite comfortable in this formation, and seems to be playing his best football since the managerial change.
Well, Barcelona, one of their finer games here today as well, but just Pedri just wants to get in the game a little bit more this man on the ball. Belly, of course, Chile.
اطراف جسده، لكن المهم انه ينقذ مرماه من كرات. لعب مباراه كبيره اليوم كارلوس كازيميرو وسط ميدان نادي ريال مدريد. يا ميسي انت في حاله والبطاقه الصفراء يوجه لك الحكم، ممكن على احتجاج من الاحتجاجات. الحكم يقول 5 دقائق من الوقت بدل الضايع. الدقيقه 52 انتهت الثانيه بعد
कितने lain jika orang kecil telat ke bisa beda untuk asma dia kita juga terus